Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for April 22nd through the 25th of 2022. Tell me about Taurus. What messages do you have? Thank you. Okay, yeah, see, I knew something was going on. I feel like an awakening is happening, Taurus, right? Where the door to spirit is out and adjacent possibilities, which tells me that something might be going on in your energy right now, that's causing you to awaken, some sort of change, right? Where you're trying to find yourself, right? I want to clarify, the bottom of the deck, we do have door to value. So I feel like there's an opportunity that's trying to come through for you. But I feel like before that happens, yeah, again, storm warning. You see, this is change. This is unexpected change, a disruption to your stability, or maybe just a serious awakening. I feel like, Taurus, if you have not felt like yourself, or you've been going through something super deep, like, I really do feel like you are going through a spiritual awakening. So if you're not experiencing this yet, this is just a forewarning. Remember, forewarned means forearmed, right? But this is deep change. This is something that happens unexpectedly, but it reveals either some certain things to you, right? Or going on around you. I can't even talk. It's either a revelation with others, but sometimes it can just be a revelation of ourselves, right? So recognizing that something has to change, something within us, right? There has to be a deep healing happening, right? This is night of the soul, the dark night of the soul energy, right? Which is kind of like, you know, when you go through something really, really, really rough and you just can't seem to get it together. And you know, the truth is that it's a very, again, challenging time, but what's happening is that your soul is being purified, right? It's going through a purification process where it brings us closer to God, closer to our higher selves, right? Closer to who we were always meant to be. This awakening really reveals certain aspects of ourselves that we have been asleep to, basically. So I feel like you're going through this, right? I feel like you've been working a lot and kind of digging, but you haven't really seen the results of your labor. And spirit is calling out to you, right? It's kind of like, you know what you need to do. Those things are beginning to be revealed to you, right? You're starting to recognize your shadow self, right? You're starting to acknowledge that, right? The first step is awareness, right? Being aware of the fact that something is wrong, something needs to change, so that then we can rectify, right? We can change. So Taurus, I feel like that's what you're going through right now. Spirit, what other messages do you have for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs? And look, Taurus, don't lose hope, because adjacent possibilities is here, and I just feel like you need to really look at what's going on around you. The things, don't focus so much on the loss of things, right? Don't focus so much on what has ended. Focus on the possibilities that you now have, right? The things that are coming in, right? The chance that you have to really dedicate time and love to yourself, to love yourself, to mend and heal you, right? And sometimes, you know, when we go through things like this, a lot of times we try to divert, right? We try to look for other ways of occupying our attention and our time, because we don't want to face ourselves, right? But Spirit is saying, look, and you came out in the reverse, right? 2 of Swords in the reverse and the Hierophant in the reverse. So I feel like this is literally, it's kind of like you're probably fighting this change. You're fighting this awakening. You are fighting this feeling of knowing that there's something deeper happening, right? Something else is taking place. Some higher, greater forces are conspiring and have been conspiring. And it might feel like they've been conspiring against you, but the fact is that it's happening for you. It's happening because it's time. It's time for you to awaken. It's time for you to really connect with your higher self, right? The Hierophant in reverse says, you know, you might not be following your intuition, right? And it might not be, your approach might not necessarily be like the traditional way. And that's okay, right? The 2 of Swords says, maybe you've taken a time out, right? But now it's it's time to make a decision, right? Don't stay stuck in that energy, right? It's time to take action, right? At guided, inspired action, right? The Chariot says it's been a rough road. You've been through some things, okay? But there's victory, there's success. The only thing is you have to harness that, right? You have to find it within. So crazy, because I actually have a video that I am going to post regarding awakening the, I was going to say giant, that's another book, but it's about harnessing that inner power, right? Through the use of reprogramming of your subconscious mind, right? And I'll share that with you guys another time, but I feel like that's literally what you're going through, right? So the Chariot card says there's victory, there's success, but you have to have faith. You have to believe in yourself. You have to be willing to seek that inner willpower, right? That inner strength. So solar plexus chakra, what else? Sacral chakra, right? Root chakra. So if you're not familiar with that, you can Google it, you can YouTube it, find root chakra, sacral chakra, and solar plexus chakra meditations. They will help you to really build your confidence, to have faith in yourself, to find that that drive again, okay? Because this is all about harnessing that and really just going within, right? Connecting with divine. If you feel called to meditate, do it. Even if you don't know exactly what you're doing, just do it. Sit down, okay? And connect with God, connect with your spirit guides, because they're there. They're waiting for you. It's like the universe is waiting to give you and to guide you. But I feel like with the Hierophant in reverse and the Two of Swords in reverse, I feel like you've really just been trying to hold on to old ways, right? And remember, old ways won't open new doors, right? Everything doesn't have to be this. You don't have to do things the traditional way, all right? I feel like you're really, the healer of ages. I feel like you're being called upon to awaken now, right? It's like the collective is raising their collective consciousness, and that is literally specifically to you, Taurus, what's going on right now. Also, you want to take care of your health. Some of you, you want to take care of your mental health. You want to take care of your physical health. Just anything that you really try to harness, anything that brings you peace at this time, okay? And it's all right to separate yourself from people. Look, it's all right to not want to do the same things that you wanted to do in the past, right? It's all right to want to take a break. It's okay to say no to people sometimes, right? No is not a bad word, all right? Because there's a need for you to find the balance, okay? You can work all you want physically, right? In the 3D, you can work all you want. But if you don't have the faith with conviction, if you don't believe in yourself first inside and in here, that's in the 5D, if you don't see that already, if you don't see it and believe in it, blind faith with conviction, that is not going to manifest, okay? So law of least effort. Okay, so you might find that you're working hard and you're not able to accomplish something, and it might just be as simple as sitting with yourself, okay? Because there's a deeper healing going on here. But I feel like something really great is about to come your way. Let me just clarify. Please clarify this door to value. Why is the door to value here? And then I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, a breakthrough, the Ace of Swords, okay? So there might be communication that you're waiting on. You're waiting to hear with somebody, or maybe just some clarity, some truth, some closure. But the Ace of Swords is a breakthrough. Okay, it could also be an epiphany, right? Realizing certain things about yourself, realizing certain things about other people, or just finally finding that direction, right? The Nine of Pentacles. Nines are all about completion, right? Because after the 9 comes the 10, and then we close out the cycle, right? But the Nine of Pentacles says you've worked hard, okay, and you're about to reap the fruits of your labor. But don't fight this, don't fight the change, all right? Because this is something that's inevitable. I feel like you really are fighting resisting. That's the word that I'm looking for, resisting, right? And remember, what we resist persists, okay? Taurus, I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube. The link is in my bio. Subscribe. Show your girl some love. Hit that notification bell, all that good stuff. What else? Follow my TikTok as well, because, I'll be having some shenanigans going on up there, okay? She is Spunky on TikTok. And, yeah, I love you guys. Peace, love, and light. Mwah.